How do you design something that will actually sell in your Etsy print on demand shop, especially if you have no design experience? That's what we're diving into today in part 3 of the How to Get Your First 100 Sales on Etsy series. Now, in part 1, I discussed my strategy behind the scenes for how I scaled my shop to over 33,000 sales in 3 years using a formula I like to call the person plus moment formula. Then in part 2, we dove into actually how do you do the research to figure out what is in demand on Etsy and where is there room for new shops to make sales. In today's episode, part 3 of the series, we are going to be exploring how to create simple designs that actually sell and how I automate my mockup so that I can spend more time designing and less time doing the tedious parts of the listing process. And if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 of the series, I recommend you go check it out here because today we are going to be building on what we learned through our research process using that person plus moment formula. Now, if you recall in the research video, we nailed down a product idea, which was to create a dance teacher journal. So let's dive in to creating a simple design that sells. But first, hi, my name is Emily. I'm a multi-six-figure Etsy print-on-demand seller and mom of 2. And now I love using my education background to help others start, grow, and scale their own Etsy print-on-demand shops. And if you've heard my story before, you know that I started this with absolutely zero graphic design experience. I literally mean zero. And yet somehow I was able to discover a way to make sales using super simple designs. But when I first started, I made a mistake that I see so many new sellers still making today, which is feeling like you have to create a super complex graphic design. And honestly, I have found that it's honestly quite the opposite. Simple designs convert better, especially for those of us that don't have any graphic design experience. And it's not because they're boring, it's because the designs are clear. When an Etsy buyer is looking for a gift on the platform, they're not necessarily looking for the most ornate or the most beautiful graphic design. They're looking for something that just speaks to the person that they're buying that gift for. So today we are diving into how to create a very simple dance teacher journal. And I will be sharing some tips of how to bring in trendy elements into your design while also keeping it super simple for you too. All right, before we jump into Canva, let's talk a little bit about the product we are designing today. It is one of my very favorite print-on-demand products, and honestly, so many of my students now wish they had started with this product in their shop. And it is the hardcover matte journal from Printify, sold by District Photo. Why do I love this product? The profit margins are high. You can sell these at a nice price and have a profit margin of about 50% on these. They're easy to ship, they're easy to design, and surprisingly, Etsy buyers absolutely love buying custom journals as gifts. Now, when we're thinking about dance teachers, in our research, when we were looking through the person plus moment formula lens, we discovered that this product was popular for dance teachers because they were using it for choreography notes, as thank you gifts for dance teachers, managing schedules, so many different uses that a dance teacher could use this journal for. And that's a really important piece when it comes to gifts because you want them to feel thoughtful and meaningful, but you also want them to feel appropriate for the person that you're designing for. All right, enough talking. Let's jump over into Canva and get this party started. Okay, before we start designing, there's a couple things we want to make sure we do first. Now, it's important not to skip these steps because these will be an important part of the process. The first one is you want to check your design size. Here in Printify, we can see the print area size is going to be 4065 by 2850 pixels, and we can see this design outline here. Something that's helpful on some of the Printify products is that you can also download a design template. That is going to allow you to see these lines and margins, as you can see here on the Printify site, and be able to use that in Canva to plan your design accordingly. So here in Canva, I have downloaded that design template and uploaded it here. So when we are designing our dance teacher journal, we'll be able to see exactly where we need to keep our design. So that way it's in line with the product dimensions. So we can check that little task off of our to-do list. Now, the second piece of this, and I know you are going to be a little frustrated with me, is we need to do a little bit more research. And what do you mean by that, Emily? Because we already did research. Yes, we did research to validate our product idea, but we also want to know what kind of design style should we be using for our dance teacher journal, right? So research is always what I think of as a compass. Research should be helping you create basically a map to say, this is what my customer wants, this is what they need, and I'm going to create that for them. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, let me go look at dance teacher journals and see what's selling and then replicate that. Sure, but it's going to be hard to compete with anything that's already making sales in that space. And so we want to remember, even though we're doing a simple design, we want to create something fresh, something a little bit unique. And one strategy I like to use is to take a popular design trend from a different niche or a related niche and bring it over to my product. So, one area on Etsy where you can often find trends first is going to actually be teacher shirts. And what I like about that in exploring that space is that a dance teacher is, yes, related to a teacher. They're different, but I think we could find a trend in the teacher shirt space that we could then take over to our journal design so that we can create something unique and fresh for the market. All right, so we're here on Etsy, and I've simply done a general search of teacher shirts. And you can see here that there's a few trends that are already standing out. The first is going to be this kind of doodle design that we have explored a lot on my channel, and I absolutely love. I don't see it going anywhere by any means. We can also see a lot of colors. We can see a lot of pastels. I'm seeing a lot of silly geese designs, which is also another one of my absolute favorite trends. We have the friendship bracelets. I'm seeing patterns inside words. Coquette bows are still really big as well. There is another trend that I've been keeping an eye on that has been very big over the last several months, which is the kind of stamp design. It's a bit of the messy coquette mixed with stamps and stripes, and it has been really blowing up in a lot of different spaces. We can see a few shirts here that have kind of the stamp coquette mixed design on them. And for this one, I could really see that applying to this dance teacher journal while still keeping it simple because we want to still kind of lean into what was working for dance teachers. Just as a reminder, here were some of the journals that we were seeing selling and the gifts that we were seeing selling. And they were very minimalist, very simple, very elegant. And so we don't want to stray too far. But because that kind of stamp coquette design was trending in a lot of other spaces, especially in the teacher shirt niche, I think it's worth a shot to try creating a simple journal design while still leaning into this trend. And again, just because you're not seeing that stamp design working well here for dance teachers yet, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It just means maybe someone hasn't done it yet. And so I'm a big fan of testing and trying and experimenting with things. And one way you can really stand out as a new shop is taking these simple trend ideas and bringing them into a different niche on a different product and testing that out. All right, so let's dig in Canva using the information we now have about a trend style we want to use and what was working for dance teacher gifts and finding a way to combine those. Now, here in Canva, what I've done is I have kept the journal dimensions in the background, but I have lowered the transparency so that that way I can design right on top and be able to still see where it is. At the end, we're going to delete that, so don't worry about it, but it's just going to give us a guide. Now, I want to look for some stamp designs that I can use on this journal. And I'm going to go to graphics under elements and look for a stamp outline that I think would go really well for the dance teachers. Now, what's great is Canva has really increased how many different kinds of graphics and things they've had over the last several months. So they have a lot of these different trending elements that I absolutely love. Okay, I'm really liking this one because if we zoom in, you can see it has the little squiggles on the inside, it has the stamp border, and I am absolutely loving that. We will go ahead and change colors, not a problem, but right now I'm just going to pick some elements. Now, there was a bit of a and match kind of style to this. So I want to find a few different, maybe 3 or 4 different stamps that I could use. And one thing that I love about Canva is they will give you these magic recommendations. And a lot of times they do work really well with the elements that you've chosen. So I am going to simply pick maybe 5 of these. Now, if you are having a hard time kind of mirroring this trend style, one thing you can do is create a little bit of a vision board for yourself with some example listings of this style so that you can try to mirror that in a way. All right, I've pulled some photos of some of those stamp design t-shirts so that I can use it as inspiration, but also keeping in mind that our design is going to be a bit smaller because it's on a smaller product, but this will help give us that inspiration and we can reference it throughout the process. All right, and now I'm going to try to align my stamps to get started in a way that still looks scattered but cohesive. Okay, I have kind of moved around my elements and I did have to do some tweaking through the process because when I was looking at the ones that are selling well, you can see they kind of have a mix of different shapes and types of elements. So I tried to mirror that a little bit in kind of placing my stamps and designs in a certain spot. Now, I did make everything for the time being have a light pink and a red, go with a bit of a ballet theme. And so now I'm going to look for some elements that I can place into these stamps. Okay, I've picked an assortment of elements and I'm really liking how this is going. But when you are creating kind of a mix of graphics like this, something that's important is for it to feel a bit cohesive. Now, Canva has added one tool that I absolutely love, which is to match the art style to the graphics. And so I'm going to use that here so that I can make sure my graphics are cohesive. So let's say I want to match this coquette bow here. I can click copy style, copy art style, and then click on another graphic. And what Canva will do is they will match that style of the bow to the ballerina. So you can see here, now they have added a bow and made the tulle skirt kind of that pink color. And I'm actually really liking that. So now I'm going to go through and make sure all of my elements match. All right, I'm really loving how this is turning out. And now I have my design here. I might move it over a smidge just to be right where it needs to be on the journal. And then from here, we would be able to add any text that we would like. Now, I use a tool called Anywhere POD to do customization. And so we are going to add that text over in Anywhere POD. But I am really excited about how this design is turning out. Now, I'm going to delete that background. And at this point, when you're doing journals, you can offer a variety of colors if you like. I typically recommend offering anywhere from 6 to 8 different colors. For this one, I actually think I am going to keep it one color just because the elements are such a specific color here. And so I am going to, I think let's do kind of this off-white color. And I'm going to do my text in a pinkish red color to match with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this design into Anywhere POD, add my text, and then we're going to automate our mockups. That way we don't have to manually create a single mockup. I've uploaded our design into Anywhere POD and I've gone ahead and updated the text. So I'm going to say on here, choreography in a nice kind of script vintage looking text, and then also add a personalized field for the name. Now, if you want a full tutorial on how to customize your products in a very simple way, in an automated way using Anywhere POD, go ahead and catch this video where I walk you through step by step how to set up this personalization. And here we can see we have our design completed. Now, just to recap, what did we do in this design? Number one, we brought in a trend from a different space, a different product to create an in-demand gift idea for dance teachers. And we use Canva, use the tools that are directly in Canva to create a cohesive yet simple design. Now, what I love about this is this design template could then be scaled out to a lot of different things. So you are going to want to catch next week's video in the How to Get Your First 100 Sales on Etsy, where I'm going to show you how to scale this to then grow your shop. All right, so we have our design here, and I have mentioned to you how I use Anywhere POD to automate my mockups, and I'm going to show you what seriously magic this is. So when we hit create product, it is going to take us to a listing page that looks quite similar to a listing page on Etsy. It's going to allow you to update your title, your description, all the things. Now, when it comes to the title, the description, the tags, in next week's video about scaling, I'm going to be talking you through how to approach your SEO in a way that doesn't feel so daunting every time, and that you can easily scale your products to different customer types and niches along with this design template. And before we dive into how Anywhere POD automates mockups, if you want to learn more about what kind of mockups actually convert Etsy scrollers into buyers, don't forget to catch this week's Coffee and Cha-Chings, where I'm going to be breaking down mockups that sell. Now, the real magic of using Anywhere POD to save you time in your Etsy shop, even when you are just beginning, is that it will allow you to automate your mockups. And this truly has been one of the most game-changing features for me as an Etsy seller. So we just uploaded our design, we saved it, and you can see here that now all of my mockups have already been created. So these are mockups that I have uploaded into Anywhere POD. And once I save my design, they are automatically placed onto these mockup images. And truly, it's incredible. These are high quality mockups that I have purchased off of Etsy, which is what I recommend. I set up my mockup template in Anywhere POD, and now after I'm done designing, it's all done for me. So it gives me more time to research and design and do things in my shop that move the needle forward, and less time doing some of these more logistical, tasky things that just honestly are a bit of an energy suck for me. So to be able to create a high quality design and then it automatically be placed on a mockup is game changing. And here in Anywhere POD, I can just go ahead and select which mockups I want to use for this listing, save it, and when it pushes over to Etsy, it will save all of those mockups on the listing so I don't have to do anything else at that point. All right, so let's recap what we have worked on today. Number one, we talked about how simple designs convert better. And then I also showed you how to take a popular trend design from a different product in a different space and apply it to your design idea. And we created a trendy stamp coquette theme dance teacher journal. Then we also used Anywhere POD to automatically create our mockups that are going to push over to our Etsy listing. One of the things I love most about print on demand is that you don't need to be a designer, but you do need to be able to figure out what your buyers want and create a simple, unique product design for them. Now, as I teased earlier, next week in part 4, we are going to be diving in how do we scale this idea so that you are not starting from scratch every single time you sit down to research and design. It's going to allow you to use your time most efficiently while also scaling out a great design template to lots of different products in your shop. And if you are looking for more support being able to implement this person plus moment formula into your Etsy shop, I would love for you to come join us in the Gift Lab community. You have 7 days free to try it because I want to make sure it's a great fit for you. But every day we are diving into tips, trends, tools, strategies that you can implement in your shop today to help you make sales. I'll see you next week for part 4.